Hi there, I'm Sean Dillman. In this video, I'll be reviewing the Ergotron HX desk monitor arm and showing you many of its great features and what it can do for you. I'll also be showing you how to assemble it once you have it out of the box. If you haven't already, please check out my unboxing video in which I show you everything that's included with the Ergotron HS desk monitor arm. Okay, first things first, I'll show you how to assemble the unit. The unit comes with 4 heavy metal pieces and 5 plastic bags full of screws, tools, plates, and other pieces. Although it looks like a lot of stuff, the assembly process is very simple, and the reason that there's so many additional pieces is that the HS desk monitor arm accommodates different kinds of desks and monitors. If you need, the user guide is 18 pages long and is very clear and helpful. If you'd like to see it, please see the description section for a link to a scanned copy. To start, clamp this base unit piece to your desk by tightening these thumb screws, assuming that you have a standard desk with an overhanging top. On my desk, the top is about 3/4 of an inch thick. If the lip was thicker or thinner, I could use the included hex tool to change the positioning of the thumb screw unit to allow for more or less room, depending on what I needed. Alternately, if you have a hole in the top of your desk, you can also use another method, which is to install the base unit using a large metal grommet, pad, screw, and wing nut. This method produces a very clean installation that screws the unit directly onto the top of your desk. Once you have the base unit attached to your desk, use the included hex tool here and turn it counterclockwise to make the room that you'll need to install the next piece. Once you install the next piece and have it nice and flush, use the hex tool again to turn it clockwise until it's snug. Next, do the same thing here. Install the hex tool and turn it counterclockwise so that you have the room that you need to install the next piece. Once you install the next piece, insert the hex tool again and turn it clockwise until it's snug. As you can see, we've already assembled most of the unit. Next, install this plate onto your monitor. By default, the monitor mounting plate allows for rotation. However, if you want to make it so that the monitor doesn't rotate at all, there's an 8mm screw that you can insert here into this mounting plate. How the plate goes onto your monitor will depend entirely on what kind of monitor you have and where the screw holes are located. If you have a standard monitor, you'll simply need to screw these thumb screws through the holes and into the back of your monitor. If you have a non-standard monitor, you'll need to use the different kinds of screws and plates that are included to make it work with your monitor. I should note at this point that you should heed the warning in the user guide with respect to the range of motion and the maximum weight capacity of the unit. The Ergotron HS desk monitor arm is designed to hold a monitor that is only so big and only so heavy. It's also designed to move only so far to the left and to the right and up and down. Ideally, your monitor should be between 20 and 40 pounds and only be so big. Basically, you shouldn't be trying to install huge monitors or TVs because they may be too heavy and may not allow for the correct range of motion. Fortunately, the user guide provides all of the information that you need about these specifications and how to install the mounting plate if you have a non-standard monitor. Before purchasing this unit, double check the kind of monitor that you plan to use with it. This may seem like a silly warning, but I've seen it in the past where people have bought monitor arms and then only later realized that they need to buy a new monitor because their existing one didn't have screw holes in the back and didn't support mounting. To avoid this issue, check out the specifications of your intended monitor and the specifications of the HX desk monitor arm before purchasing. Okay, we're almost done. Once your monitor is mounted to the plate, slip it onto the arm and install these nuts and washers. Put the washer on the nut and install it like so. Do it one more time to install the second nut and washer. Now that the monitor is mounted, use these straps to route your data and power cables through the arm and down through the base of the mount. Lastly, once you have your monitor mounted and everything's in place, you'll need to complete a few adjustments to fine-tune the balancing and range of motion. As the user guide says, the HX desk monitor arm should move smoothly and easily through the full range of motion and stay where you set it. If this isn't happening, you'll need to use the provided 4mm hex key to add or reduce the lift strength and friction by making clockwise and counterclockwise adjustments to certain screws. Okay, there you have it. The unit is assembled and working well with my 23-inch monitor. Now that it's assembled, it's time to review. Okay, between now and the previous part of this video, I've been using the Ergotron HS desk monitor arm for a few weeks. In short, it seems to be another extremely well-made piece of equipment from Ergotron. All of the parts are made from heavy, durable metal, and as I demonstrated, it was easy to put together and I was up and running in no time. It moves really easily and allows me to put my monitor in whatever position I want. I can make it go up and down, and I can turn my monitor so that it's in a portrait orientation. As I've mentioned in some of my other videos, placing a second monitor in portrait orientation can be very helpful, particularly because it allows you to fit an entire full-size document on the screen at a standard 100% zoom size, which means that you can spend more time using your document and less time scrolling up and down. With the HX desk monitor arm, it's easy to add the second monitor and increase my productivity. To conclude, I find that the Ergotron HS desk monitor arm is another high-quality product from Ergotron. It's made mostly out of solid metal parts, it's easy to assemble and use, it's heavy-duty and supports many different kinds of monitors, and it can be positioned in many different angles and heights. If you're interested in buying, please see my Amazon link below. Thanks again for watching. If you liked this video and found it to be helpful, please leave a like, comment, follow, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. As always, I'm Sean Dillman.